Hello, my name is Afolayan Stephen Kayode. I want to appreciate you for coming back to this YouTube channel. I believe you are being blessed by the videos and or the testimonies of God's greatness in the life of men. And I want to assure you that as you believe God, all things are possible to those who believe on Him. I want to encourage those who are yet to subscribe to do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel, as you'll be receiving testimonies of God's goodness in the life of men as often as we get them on this channel. And those who have subscribed, I sincerely appreciate you. God bless you. You are about to watch and listen to a testimony of God's goodness in the life of this individual, and I believe that your faith will be built up as you listen and watch this video in the name of Jesus Christ. Thank you and God bless you.
Welcome to A.S.K YouTube channel. My name is Adeagbo, and I'm here to share my amazing story, that which God has done for me, and I want you to pay attention because this will bless you. 2008, I graduated from secondary school as the best student in my school. Yeah, that was what God did for me. And then I proceeded to write my WAEC exam. I failed maths, I failed English, I failed physics, chemistry, and all of those subjects that I registered for. So my parents decided that, okay, that was your first shot, we will not give up on you. So they made me register for GC. That same year, I wrote GC and I failed. At that point, my parents were slowly beginning to ask questions. My dad was beginning to doubt my capacity. But as parents would, they would not give up on me. So, 2009, I registered for NECO, I failed. I skipped something, which was that I wrote JAMB in 2008, I got 198. So, but of course, my work was bad, so I can't go anywhere. 2009, when I wrote NECO, I wrote JAMB as well. I got 180. Yeah, I got 180. That was really bad. This was somebody, like, I'm not bragging. I am I'm a brilliant folk, I'm a brilliant student, but the exams proved me wrong. 2009, when I wrote my NECO and failed, like I said, my parents were beginning to doubt me, but when we entered into 2010, Dad got healed. In January, he got hospitalized. He was in the hospital from January 2010 until August 2010. So because of that, all of the family's finances were targeted towards taking care of Dad. And as the firstborn of the family who was working, I was with my siblings. My earnings, my salaries were used to take care of my siblings, while Mom and Dad were taking care of them, while Mom was taking care of Dad in the hospital. So because of that, I couldn't register for any exam. But graciously, a brother in church who knew my condition and who knew what my family is passing through registered JAMB for me. I failed. Now, why did you register for JAMB and not another exam? I can't explain that, but I failed. Unfortunately, Dad died in September 2010, 23rd of September to be precise. In 2010, we lost Dad. When it was time for burial, all of the sympathizers and family and friends who came together decided that no, since this has happened, Paul cannot remain at this spot. He has not passed any exam. Let's see what we can do. So they gathered their resources together, made me register for NECO GC that same year. When the result was released in 2011, I failed. 2011, I registered for WAEC, I failed. Now, there is a part of the story. In 2010, I picked up teaching jobs in secondary schools and tutorial centers. I started teaching mathematics, physics, and further mathematics. Those were my strengths. Those were the subjects I love best. So I was teaching in JAMB class, I was teaching in WAEC class, and I was doing well. Yeah, I was doing pretty well. My students when they register for JAM, register for WAEC, register for any exam they have, they blast it. I mean, they do well. Now I was beginning to doubt my capacities, that why will I be teaching people and they are making great grades and I am the one who is not making it. I started asking myself several questions. I could not answer them. So 2012 again, I registered for another WAEC exam. I failed. At this point, I could not answer all of the multiple questions I have been asking myself. Why fail and teach other people to pass? At that point, I gave up on myself. I gave up on my parents. I gave up on God. I gave up on my abilities. To make that concrete, I had to leave my father's house. I told my parents, I told my mom and siblings, because we were residing in Ogun State, so I told them I'm leaving and I'm going to Lagos. To where? I don't know. I had enough resources to rent an apartment, so I rented an apartment with a friend. We rented that apartment together and we decided to carve a life of our own. But now this is the story. I really didn't leave because this is the real reason why I left. My failures were getting too much. The entire community were concerned. The entire church members around were interested in my case. I am tired of that pity party because I'd given up on myself, I'd given up on God and all that. But 2013, I met God in a strategic way. That was not the way the year started. I went for a program led by my mentor. Then he wasn't my mentor. I just went to a church where the youth leader led us on a prayer session. There, I knelt and prayed and talked to God, and God answered my prayers. There and then, I gave my life to Christ in that place. And that's not just the thing that God did for me. He told me in that prayer meeting. He told me, no, not that he told somebody to tell me. It was an interaction between myself and God. God told me there that stuff that was disturbing me has been broken. And then the following year, I should register for my exam. I should apply to the Federal University of Technology. And as I've always wanted to study mathematics, I should select it. And then that was just what I did. 2014, I registered for WAEC exam, I passed. The same 2014, I registered for JAM, I passed. The same 2014, I proceeded to write my post-UTME exam in FUT Mina, I passed. The same 2014, I landed admission after 6 years of waiting. My WAEC exam in 2014 was my 7th attempt. My JAMB exam in 2014 was my 5th attempt. Of course, you can tell that anybody who decides to study mathematics of his own accord must be good. So if I proceeded to study that, it must have told you that, no, I wasn't bragging about my academic capacities. I was good. And gracefully, by the time I was finishing my 5-year program in FUT, I graduated at the top of my class. God was good to me. Now, this is the moral of the story. I don't know how long you have been failing. I don't know how many times you have failed, but I want to tell you, please don't give up on yourself. Please don't give up on God. Don't give up on the grace He has bestowed upon you. Yes, you can pick up yourself again. You can pick up yourself. Your story can be turned around. Yield yourself to God. Yield yourself to His grace. Don't give up on yourself. Thank you very much.